Well, our nation's public lands have always played a very important role for ranching families across the West. And for 50 years, the Public Lands Council, America's only organization dedicated solely to representing the 22,000 Western ranchers who hold federal grazing permits, has served as a vital voice for the West on Capitol Hill and around the country. This week, the PLC is having its annual meeting and 50th anniversary celebration here in Park City, Utah. Dave Ellison is the current president of the Public Lands Council and says cattle and sheep ranchers who graze public lands are very lucky to have the PLC on their team.
Well, Public Lands Ranch PLC does a great job for the ranchers. I mean, I've been involved for quite a few years, and a lot of work gets done behind the scenes and working in Washington, D.C. and that. And right now, things are pretty good. We've got administration that's really been helpful in getting some of these regulations changed, so things are good.
Jim Magagna is the Wyoming Stock Growers Association's executive vice president. He was also the PLC president in 1989 and 1990. He believes that ranchers wouldn't be on public lands today without the support of the Public Lands Council these past 50 years.
We've got great organizations out there that fight for us in the sheep industry and the cattle industry, but there are these unique issues that face public land grazing. It's just that the problems require a focus that it would be unrealistic to expect an organization that had much broader responsibilities to be able to fully meet.
And the Montana Public Lands Council's chairman, Vicki Olson, agrees.
Well, the Public Lands Council is an excellent organization that represents all federal grazers, which is, to me, one of the only organizations that does that, because a lot of people and people that don't have federal lands do not understand that obstacles and stuff that we have that they don't and stuff. But having an organization like PLC gives us a voice in DC and statewide. And unfortunately, here in the 21st century, as more and more attacks are thrown upon the U.S. animal agriculture industry, the role that the Public Lands Council plays for public lands ranchers across the West is only going to be more and more important in the future.